Hi, this is Steve Arterburn with New Life Live, and I was so disappointed at the postponement of the Restore and Renew event with WTLN, The Word. Maybe you were too. Well, thank you for your understanding and prayers for me and my health and for my whole family with the passing of my mom. Please know we're working on a new date, and as soon as we get that nailed down, we'll send it to you. In the meantime, please enjoy this video where I share about why you might need to, cut yourself some slack. Procrastinators, this will be especially helpful for you. Hi, Steve Arterburn here. Thanks for going deeper with me. We have been in a series on procrastination, and that came out of a series on shame because a lot of people feel a lot of shame over procrastinating. So maybe you have been giving yourself shame. Maybe you've been because things don't get done or not well or whatever, and you procrastinate because you don't want any more shame. You don't want to do anything else poorly. Well, if you've been giving yourself shame, I want you to cut yourself some slack. That's what I want for you today. Listen to this quote by Edwin Bliss. Wouldn't you love to have the last name of Bliss? But maybe you'd have such a high expectation of your life. Anyway, there is a difference between striving for excellence and striving for perfection. The first is attainable, gratifying, and healthy. The second, unattainable, frustrating, and neurotic. It's also a terrible waste of time. So, great job, doing a good job, reasonable job, achievable. Perfectionism, waste of time, you'll never get there. So, how do you cut yourself some slack? Well, first of all, ask yourself, do I need to? Am I living in this shameful situation where I'm ashamed of myself and I experience shame because I'm not getting the stuff done I need to get done? So if that's the case, maybe you need to challenge some of your thinking. Some of your thinking might be, well, if I can't do it all at once, I shouldn't even get started. Maybe the thinking would be, I know it doesn't seem like I could do this by little chunks, that I ought to have the time to do everything at once, but maybe I should become a chunk person and just do a little chunk at a time. It might change my life. Because maybe I'm just using this thing, I need to do it all at once, as an excuse to do nothing at all, because I'm afraid once I do it, it's not going to be very good. Okay. So maybe that's how you could cut yourself some slack. Second thing, what kind of personality do you have? And are you comparing yourself to someone with a different personality? I run a ministry. There's not a detail that I like to deal with. I am bullet point man, headline, bottom line, what's on the line. That's me. But there are people that run stuff, and boy, they know every single detail. I'm not that person. I do have somebody that works with me who is that person. So I've had to make some adjustments and some changes so I can be me, and then that person can enjoy being themselves and dealing with the details that they need to deal with. So maybe that's you. Maybe you need to stop expecting yourself to be a certain way and compare yourself with somebody else who's a different way. Maybe it's all about accepting the way that you are. Nothing more and nothing less. You know, another example of this, am I a day person? Am I a night person? Well, I'm a day person. I'm married to a night person. And I'm not going to give her a hard time about being a night person, just who she is. Well, what if you're a night person? Are you giving yourself a hard time because that's who you are versus adjusting the way you work, when you work, how you work to your particular proclivity for working at night? And then, how is it that you evaluate your performance? And most likely, if you are a procrastinator, you evaluate it very, very harshly. And that harsh evaluation is part of keeping you from doing whatever you do. So I want to encourage you that rather than put more shame on yourself, you cut yourself some slack. This is the way God made me, or this is the way I've chosen to be to protect myself, and I can accept it, and I can make some gradual changes If I can't do the gradual changes I need to make, I can get some help for the gradual changes, and that could change everything. I heard a preacher say, I have eliminated the phrase "I can't" from my children's vocabulary. I get what he's saying. You know, he doesn't want his kids folding and acting like they can't do something when they really could. But quite frankly, I think it's really unhealthy, because there are a lot of things that I can't do. This Pinocchio parenting that we do, and our nose should grow very long when we tell kids, oh, you can do anything you want. No, that's not true. There's some things that we cannot do. And if we can accept that about ourselves, then maybe we could say this: I can't, but with the help of others, I will, or I can. And I like the I will one. I can't by myself, but I will with the help of other people. So what am I saying? Procrastinators, we need help. We need good counsel. I go to a counselor every week. I don't put it off. I don't procrastinate that. That's what I'm asking you to do, to consider. Don't go through life miserable like this. Do whatever it takes to change out of the procrastination. Now think about it a little while, but not too long, and then make the decision that you're going to change it.